after that chaotic start, welcome everybody to the PermaGlitched Gaming Podcast.
Oh, the video is actually live?
Yeah, the video
it's
is actually live.
Finally. In live while I'm trying to figure out everything?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
We are all here with our newest intern, Grayson.
Our new slore.
Oh, yeah.
So we can't call you a slut and whore, we call you a slore. That's your
I'm
new
a slore, yes.
Ignore
my
if you would like to apply to be a PGG intern slore, please send your resume to... It's a resume and resignation all at once. So, just...
You're applying to the job in order to resign?
Eventually, so that way we have no...
I mean, that's
so
the
we just
end
need
goal.
to have your resignation file or letter on file.
On file, so that way...
We can just say, hey, remember when you sent us this? Yeah, get out.
Yeah, exactly. So, wait, you're firing me? No, you resigned.
Yeah, you're over and done, buddy.
Check and mate. Mm-hmm.
Such a power move. I love it.
Fucking
it is.
bad.
All right, well, we are recording early this week.
Because somebody has to go snowboarding or whatever the fuck.
I'm going to my father-in-law's for my sister-in-law's
birthday. Oh.
Wow.
Up in the mountains.
Come on, Braxton, get sick again. Anybody? Bets?
Brittany was freaking out yesterday because I got done. He got up from his nap, and I came in from working in the garage, and he had spiked the fever of 102. And I was like, "Oh,
Wait, what's been going on with him? Like, why has he been getting sick?
I think that's his power. He can just be like, he doesn't want to do anything, so he just fucking raises. Instead of charging like in Dragon Ball Z, he just fucking starts raising his body temperature. So like,
Father, I am sick. I cannot leave.
That's what he did. Yeah,
102. I'm getting more sicker. And 102.1.
Yeah. So, but it wasn't a big deal. I gave him some ibuprofen and his fever broke like within the hour. It was fine.
Stop trying to get me to come to work. Work? No, I've slaved for you all week. Go away. Although overtime would be nice, but no. I don't need to go make 30.
Expecting from Tampa, Florida?
No.
No.
It's about your car's extended warranty.
I got that fucking phone call today, bro.
They
Wow,
I got so mad because I haven't gotten one of those calls in ages, and it's become such a meme that it just pissed me off. It was like getting Rick rolled almost. Is what it felt like.
They have a half a shift out. Ooh.
He's talking about his Funko addiction.
No, talking about my job. No.
Yeah, he said half shift, not what. I don't see how you can relate that to. Yeah, how is that related to a Funko?
How did you?
I don't know. He's been talking about his Funkos.
No, I haven't. We've been stopped that 10 minutes ago. Talking about work.
Anyway,
he was talking about Funkos before the podcast.
Yeah, that's 10 minutes ago. No.
I'll take your cherry.
You gotta fight. You know what? I would say you gotta fight Brittany for it, but I'm pretty sure Brittany's like, yeah, just take it. I don't care.
I mean, I've already asserted my dominance in that house before.
Yep, I got what I want. See that kid? That's fine.
Remember that one incident where somebody said they were faking something?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was funny.
I don't want to know.
It's sexy D&D stuff. You wouldn't care anymore.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Mainly me, as always.
Yes.
Anyway, so we got a couple topics to talk about today. It's been kind of a quiet week. So we've got some carryover from last week that we didn't ever get to because we were too busy talking about EA and Star Wars. Which is fine. So, what do you guys want to start with? Or should we just get bashing Ninja out of the way?
It's not really. Well, they may bash. I'm just in all of their fucking internet.
I mean, if you have that good of internet, There's not much to say.
Well, this is beyond that good of internet, okay?
I mean, yeah, he can watch.
There was a viral TikTok that came out recently that was a clip from one of his streams where he's talking about how much he pays for internet and how his internet works. Basically, he pays $5,000 a month for internet.
Jesus.
He has a private fiber line. Is a private fiber optic cable that runs directly to his house with nobody else on it. And he gets 1,000 up and 1,000 down. He's like, my internet never goes out.
It's crazy.
Motherfucker's showboating with that money.
Why do you need that much internet, though? That's my thing.
I mean, when the internet is your livelihood.
Yeah, exactly. It makes sense because, like Jacob said, that's his livelihood. That's his business.
I mean, yeah, but that seems excessive.
Flexing at this point.
But I mean, if I had that much money, I'd flex too, to be honest.
I mean, what do you like? Well, this brings the question because we talk about this all like at work. Like, if you were a millionaire, like million, billion,
of us were as rich as our boss.
Well, not all bosses are that.
Yeah, fuck you, Dodds. I'm joking. You're great.
But
no, I was talking more about Amazon being with Jeff.
Well, I mean, Dodds is not much better.
Well, him and Elon Musk are like dick punching each other for like the world's richest right now. So
that's true.
Yeah.
I would watch that. I'd watch a contest.
Just full on dick punching.
Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos dick punching each other.
Well, then here's your viewing camera so you can see the actual dicks that are getting punched.
They're rich. They have prosthetics, probably.
I wouldn't need to see the dick. Probably. I just want to watch them punch each other.
Yeah. So are they naked dick punching? I mean, are they like fucking out there, or do they have pants on? Like, what are the rules to this dick punching competition?
You know what? There are no rules. You can literally fucking run up to
There's no rules in capitalism.
It's like, there's like Fight Club. There's no rules, really, other than not talking about Fight Club.
So we just don't talk about the dick punching.
Yeah.
Well, what fun is that?
I don't know.
I mean,
but as I was saying before we got thrown off and Grayson heard the word dick. If you have so much money, at what point, what can you really do with it? After, like, you can only travel the world but so much and not see the same things like 3 or 4 times. Like, god damn it, work, go away. I'm not coming in. They're sending so much overtime right now. But it's like, what can you really do with it? Like right now, the world's still half fucked up. And half us, as meaning the U.S. Why not build yourself a dedicated, get dedicated internet so you don't have to worry about people on your.
I guess that's fair.
Wi-Fi and shit. I mean, you make the money. I mean, he just got a $30 million payout from Microsoft, so
yeah,
you figure it's $5,000 a month. That's $50,000 for 10 months, and then you add another 2 more months onto that. Which is what $60,000 a year on internet. He can pay. That's like probably chump change to him.
Yeah,
most likely.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure.
Whereas for the rest of us, that's like 2 years' salary.
Yeah,
that's typically how money works.
Yeah,
that's how money works.
I mean, and then you pay. You figure you pay that yearly. Like, all right, just drop $60,000 on the internet and like not to worry. And like he makes that back in like what?
A fucking month.
Not even. I like a day or two.
Probably because he does he just fucking drops a contract and then fucking makes his money back double.
No, he clicks his stream starting soon, and that's when he makes it back.
All the donations and everything.
Yep. Just immediately just goes after him for his 3-tier subs.
I'm curious what his net gross of donations is. That's what I'm thinking. Like, he already makes like that much money with like all the other stuff. I'm curious what other people are giving him. Because he makes the money off the contracts, like with Microsoft and whatnot, which is where he gets the big bucks. But I'm curious if he has like a an affordable income with just donations alone.
I'm pretty sure those donations, because of the contracts, he'll probably do something charitable with those.
We would
rather than keep it, because like I said, you're making money off the contracts and stuff.
Yeah, we would hope he would
According
to
techiegamers.com, Ninja makes around $500,000 a month per month from YouTube. And then on Twitch, he earns about $350 a month from subscriptions. And then it's estimated he makes another $200,000 in donations.
Oh.
So and then you've got sponsorships like Uber Eats, Budweiser, and the underwear.
So he doesn't make that much in subscriptions, but he makes quite a bit in donations.
No, he makes more in donations. He makes $350,000 in donos.
Oh.
Or excuse me, in
donos
subscriptions, and then $200,000 in donations.
Okay, so he makes yeah, he has a livable wage in just donations alone.
Yeah, and then it's projected that he makes $3.5 million a year from endorsements, bringing his yearly total to, with all of his endorsements and YouTube and Twitch. He makes about $18 million a year.
Oh lordy!
These are just guys like crunching the numbers. These are all rough like speculations.
I'm just hoping he's investing though, because that's gonna give him, like, if he's not investing, he's in a very volatile.
Well, I mean, he owns a Valorant esports team now.
Yeah, true, but again, that's not like. That's not something, 10 years down the line, it's not a reliable source of income. Like YouTube and Twitch is not reliable. Because it could just drop off at any minute.
Anybody who makes that amount of money, I'm sure has somebody, an accountant who manages.
You would hope so. But a lot of people you see, they do drop, like the minute their popularity drops, they had such a lifestyle that they can't uphold anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, it happens.
I would say Ninja's a lot more financially savvy than that, just based off of decisions that we've seen him make.
And I'm pretty sure if like YouTube dropped him or whatever, because he has so much in terms of other sponsors and stuff. Losing one sponsor wouldn't affect him to that degree. Yeah. Like if you had maybe 3 or 4
I'm just thinking longevity of his job.
Yeah, but like I'm pretty sure he's saving money and stuff. Well, because like I said, like what you got from just that payout from like Microsoft, he could have probably just banked that.
Yeah,
and probably like not touch it and let it invest, let the interest and stuff build up and all that.
Once you have that much money, interest really gets going.
Yeah, I'm just like. And like, just because,
and I think his wife is his manager, so I'm sure basically all Tyler does is play video games.
Whoa!
Why are you using his name, bro?
Whoa!
What the fuck? Man?
I think everybody knew what it
We do, but not still, there's the code.
See his love and affection for him by name dropping him. He's like, well, Tyler.
Ooh.
Oh, there's the big hints now.
I have respect for the guy. I mean, he's done what a lot of us just wish we could do.
Oh, Tyler.
Anyway,
got
we have to all respect Tyler.
Tyler.
His wife is his manager, so I'm sure she handles all of like the finances and business account stuff.
Probably.
I know she's the one.
I'd be scared with having such a close relation with somebody who controls your money. That's just me. I have trust issues. Because if anything fucking falls, she can end you. If anything happens,
I'm pretty sure
then Grayson, I will tell you.
I get where you. No,
never get married.
I get where he's coming from because
we're losing him.
Yeah, we're losing you, Jose.
He's like frozen right now.
Something goes right.
You were bad at sex one night, and she just takes out
frozen on my end.
Yeah, you're frozen. Yeah, you're frozen on our.
Frozen for us.
Or the whole thing. Just, I'm not frozen on my end though. It's trust me, I'm not.
Okay, now you moved. Now you moved.
Okay, we're good.
Cool.
We're good.
Wait.
He's like 5 FPS right now.
Wait, he's back. Oh no. We keep getting him.
God, he's running like Cyberpunk 2077 on consoles right now.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's savage.
That's good though.
That was
Joe's just salty because of his
bad experience.
Because of his.
Yeah, I don't understand why you thought it would be smart to buy it.
So Joe, what Xbox console did you buy Cyberpunk on again?
You're not City.
The OG original Xbox.
Oh,
that you split in half.
And
you gave me.
The OG original Xbox would not have been able to run
Xbox
Cyberpunk
One.
Okay, there we go.
Also,
there's too many goddamn confusing names for the Xbox. Let me just clarify that.
He's trying to.
At least the PS, PlayStation, were like, let's numerate it.
Exactly.
Except I'm pretty sure
that makes sense too.
My mailman's dumb.
Stupid mailman.
She just filled up my mailbox, left the cul-de-sac, and then had got to the circle and had to turn around and come back because she found something else.
Whoops.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, at least they did just drive away.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a couple packages, though. Hopefully. Okay.
I have a couple video glitches from throwing my camera.
I'm fine.
Oh no, you're fucking.
I don't know why.
I
don't know why.
Coming back.
Yeah,
I'm
trying to.
Oh, I heard his audio after he left. That was weird.
That's good. Or did he just turn off his?
No, I'm still here.
No, he turned off the camera, but he was still here.
Oh, I got really confused.
Yeah, me too for a second. I forgot that I had non-video blocked. Yeah, now his screen's just loading.
Yeah, all I got is loading.
You guys are having issues because on my end, I see myself and it's fine.
Well, yeah, because it's on your end.
Yeah.
Did
we stabilize? No, we did not stabilize.
The host.
All right. Anyway, we'll keep going. So, because his audio is working fine. So, let's talk about this article from Kotaku. Valve, Capcom, and Bethesda fined $9.5 million for geo-blocking PC games. So, basically, geo-blocking, for people who don't know, geo-blocking is forcing users in a country, say, for example, Germany, to only pay the German price for a game instead of letting them buy a cheaper version of the same game from a different European country. Apparently, geo-blocking breaches EU antitrust rules. And 5 publishers cited: Bandai Namco, Capcom, Focus Home, Koch Media, and ZeniMax were fined £6.2 million.
Ooh.
And then Steam, Valve, who refused to cooperate with the commission, were fined $1.6 million.
I mean, granted, that's pocket change to them, but damn.
But that, I don't know, that's weird because it's like I can't go buy a Japanese game because I can't play a Japanese game on whatever console.
Yeah, because the consoles are geo-locked.
Yeah. So, I don't know, what makes me want to go buy, I'm in Europe and I want to go buy a game that's cheaper in Germany. It's just weird.
Well, I mean, when you only have to drive an hour to cross 3 borders.
That's true. Their countries are a lot closer together. America's kind of on the big side when it comes to a singular country.
But
I mean, most countries only have one time zone.
No. I get that. I'm saying what does it matter if somebody can't buy a game somewhere else. Like I look at it like, you know, like the translation and stuff. Like, I don't know.
Games all come loaded with different languages.
Well, yeah, it's true.
I'm just speaking more in the lines of what if you want to get something cheaper than like the actual price for what it is in like your own native country where it's like cheaper like somewhere else.
I mean, you maybe like I think like, you know, there might be different taxes that might just be, you know, absolutely horrendous on the game. Like, you know,
right.
like there might be like a maturity tax or something. Like the higher the rating, the more it is.
No, you know, I also like a lot of countries, not US, are cracking down more strictly on like M-rated games being sold to kids and, you know, kids and all that. So they're probably trying to look for this loophole, you know, where in another country it might not be so strict.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that's only one theory I can think of. I can't understand why.
This is mostly focused around price. It doesn't mention anything else in this article. And this is the European Union antitrust. So this is like all European countries.
Yeah.
There's stuff so messed up.
But I'm not really sure. Like, I mean, it's hard for us to understand because we're all U.S. based. We don't really know how this would work. It sounds like almost like there's, you know, maybe there's a sale going on in the French version of not the German.
And they just want the sale or something?
Yeah, they just want, you know, why should I have to pay full price for this game when the game's 20% off?
Yeah.
You know, on the other side of the border.
No, that's just being greedy. I mean, I get it, but that's just being greedy.
I mean,
oh yeah.
Sometimes you got to save your money though. Like you got to. Sometimes people just like, oh, I only have $5, but I want this game, and it's $5 over in France. But I'm in fucking Portugal.
Something more to it. We just don't know. They just that's.
I mean, yeah, this is a foreign concept to us because. I mean, America allows fucking everything, almost everything. There's a couple of things we don't allow. But when it comes to games and stuff, we allow a lot.
I would say for the most part,
for like an EU article.
Like also, the EU is pretty cucky-wucky.
What's that?
The EU is also kind of whack when it comes to things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't decide. Yeah.
Oh.
New information.
Okay. This makes a little bit more sense. Okay. So basically, when it comes to digital game sales or digital sales in general, the people within the EU are considered what's called the EEA, which is the European Economic Area.
Oh.
So all of these people, all of those areas, when it comes to, from what I'm understanding, reading this really quick, all of those areas should be paying roughly the same price for the same product when it's digital.
Oh, but the companies are making them pay differently depending on where they are.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just because they don't want those sales to happen. They want those full price in their games.
Yeah, they were partitioning the different countries within the EEA so that they had to pay what their country would pay.
So then I get it. So then actually they some of these places over here in America then because there's stuff that digitally, like GameStop, for example, they'll have the physical edition of a game, but you go try to buy the digital and it's still full price.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's like if this was happening in America, it would be like if you paid on a state by state basis instead of using US currency.
But the flip side to America is that some of the states don't pay like sales tax and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I committed fucking fraud for like the first two years when I moved here.
He's just gonna own up to this.
Are you really gonna say that live right now? That you committed
my face
fraud?
is hidden. Well, no, because my location is still in
it's
Oregon.
gonna be the guy whose face isn't hidden who said it. Because I moved here from Oregon and Steam didn't recognize that I was in Idaho, so it didn't charge me tax for like the first 2 years.
That's
and then I got a new computer.
You were not in
because my computer still said I was in Oregon. Because I never
changed.
Because I never changed the time because I was lazy. So it was like, this man's in Oregon, and then
it might be his billing address too.
Oh maybe that didn't change during that time.
Yeah.
But all I know is FBI, if you're watching, I didn't do it. Don't change your location to Oregon, kids. It's illegal.
I have friends out in Oregon, actually.
Illegal.
Don't move there either.
That crazy over there?
Oh, it's fucking
Braxton,
miserable.
Okay, I'll be right back. You guys keep going. Something.
Like I'm gonna get castrated saying this, but Portland's terrible. It's a heinous place.
To me, wouldn't it be?
Well, like not you guys, but like if somebody fucking 10 years down the line finds me saying that.
Wait, explain like why Portland's like shitty.
So you know how Portland's like a very Democrat hub, right?
Okay.
But a lot of people, like a lot of Democrats in Oregon, including my mother and whatnot, do not like Portland. I mean, Portland's a dirty place. It has one of the highest, sex and drug trafficking in the fucking place. You can't go out at night if you're a female or a male, or you'll get kidnapped or stabbed. It's dirty. Like you see Portland.
I'm laughing at the female part. I'm laughing at the male part.
Yeah.
To me, it's funny. But
and basically, it's just like
talking about Seattle.
No, Portland.
Oh yeah, even worse.
Yeah, Portland's like Seattle, but like with more heroin.
Okay. All right.
Oregon's pretty bad when it comes to opium. Just saying.
Let's
just say
Portland was a big part of the opium trade.
Yes.
Back in the day, if I remember right.
Okay.
Yeah. And let's just say I came from a town called Sweet Home, like the song. And that was it was not in Alabama, but there was just as much incest.
Ooh.
It was fucking dirty.
Ooh.
That's what happens.
Joe's like,
time to move to Oregon.
No.
Well, you gotta
to be fair. Hey, Joe, to be fair, the town you live in right now, not much better.
It's not. It is pretty much full on incest at this point.
Joe and I knew kids in high school who would start dating, and then like 2 weeks later, suddenly they're broken up. And when you asked them what it was, they're like, "Oh, we found out we were cousins."
Yeah.
That happened a lot in my town too.
All the fucking time.
Constantly.
See, but I was safe because I came from Idaho and went to Oregon. So like I had no risk of cousining. So I was fine. Obviously. I went in there freaking fresh.
That's why
if I stayed there.
That's why I got out of that town as soon as I could, was because I didn't want to have to stay there and introduce new genes into the pool.
All the incest.
They'll just keep on like fucking itself up.
But the thing is
adding more to the incest pool.
Why are we talking about this?
Well, you also have to think like we had a terrible.
Just talking about how Portland just sucks. That's pretty much it.
Like Oregon's like, yeah, good education. Well, then what happened to my town? We had a 50% dropout senior rate.
Oh my god.
It was 30 at one point, but we raised it, and only like 20 seniors made it out. The rest of them dropped out. We also were allowed to carry knives in the school.
Wow.
Yeah.
They were pretty ghetto.
It wasn't really ghetto, it was redneck, but
same difference, just different
scenarios. Yeah, meth and rednecks, not a good mixture.
Anything in rednecks is not a good mixture.
Big trucks and broken fucking Suzukis everywhere. It's terrible.
That tracks for
Okay.
Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah. But then you had like people from because we were a hub for like vacation because we had like a really nice lake, right? So people from really nice towns would come to Sweet Home, and Sweet Home would clean up, right? But we wouldn't. I mean, my favorite.
It's like when you tell a
Sweet
kid,
Home would
clean your
never
room,
clean up.
you'll get a treat. So what does the kid do? Sweep everything to the closet, so it looks
Yep.
nice, but you know it's still there.
Yeah.
God damn it, what's in my
Like,
eye?
my favorite fishing spot, I had to be careful if I fell down because I could have got a fucking needle up the ass.
Why didn't you just get rid of the needle?
Because every time we got rid of one, 3 more would show up.
Exactly.
It was the fucking Hydra.
They're multiplying.
Also, we found a fucking needle stash, like full fucking needle stash. And you don't call the cops because they ain't gonna do anything. They'll probably fucking join in.
Like just like needles full of
full.
Like used needles or like
no,
used?
they were clean needles.
Oh, they were still
loaded,
fully loaded. All right.
And obviously, when we heard people coming, we had to bail because we didn't know if that was their needles.
Yeah.
If you ever if you get in a way between a crackhead and a needle, it's scary.
Just saying, you could have taken the needles and resold them.
No, because the people I knew that I could sell it to would try to fucking juke me out of my money. So.
Well, then if you know they're gonna try and juke you out of your money, don't fall for it.
That's the only people in Sweet Home. The town's called fucking Sweet Home. What do you expect? You don't go to a town called Sweet Home and expect nice.
I mean, that's like out here. We have Pleasantville, and it's definitely not pleasant.
Exactly. Things that are named after like happiness.
It's far from the opposite.
Far from you.
Things that are named after happy places are never happy places.
This is before you got to Atlantic City.
Except for Portland. That's just not a happy place. Oh, terrible. My favorite place in Oregon was Eugene, though, because they had a really cool mall. I felt like an 80s kid walking around it.
Oh?
And there's a cute girl in a chocolate shop, so that was a plus.
There you go.
How was it a plus if there was no end result?
Because I'm an awkward fuck and I'll take what I can get, which is sad chocolates.
So stare at the corner.
No, I bought chocolates, so it wasn't that awkward.
So he talked to her, but he never in advance.
She asked how much.
He talked to her, and she was like, "Hello, hello."
$12.50, and I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You guys are going so high, your mics aren't even picking you up anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's the terrible part.
Just clipping at that point.
I should just start talking in my high voice from now on.
You can go drink some whiskey and show us your deep voice.
No, because I have fucking work today.
We're all alcoholics at work. It's fine.
I know, but I have 100 proof. I will be not going to work. Because I drink one and I'll be like, fuck, I need more. I'm not.
You need to work out your liver, is what you need.
So it is. The guy who only drinks beer.
Weakling.
Yes.
No, he had vodka one time. Don't you remember he told us a story about
I've had vodka like a few times here.
Yeah, but vodka's
like drinking hard liquor all the time.
Vodka's a starter of liquor. You realize that. It's not like
it finished him.
It did.
Vodka finished him.
I swear to God, I spoke my story about my first time having vodka, like in the first season of this podcast.
I'm just telling you that I'm more of an experienced alcoholic than you.
I'm not disagreeing you with that.
It's a problem.
Joe was a good boy and didn't start drinking till he was 21.
Well, when your family's Scottish and Mexican, you got no choice.
He's got it worse on both ends.
If we had any Irish in us, I would be having liver issues right now.
That means he came out the womb
with a fucking bottle of fucking scotch and tequila.
And they're like, yeah, drink up. But I don't want to.
We have a fucking tradition.
You gotta work out your liver now, son.
No, we have a family tradition. When we have funerals, we pass around scotch.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. And then we leave the bottle.
Then there's people like Josh who have breakfast tequila shots for Christmas.
On Christmas. Yeah.
I mean,
sorry, your birthday is so boring, Jesus.
it's Christmas.
We'll tip the elbow for you.
Jesus, I'm getting drunk for you, man. Okay, I got a St. Christopher and a cross. I'm okay. I'll survive.
You say so, man. You say so.
I got the power of God on my side. Oh, that's backwards.
Oh, don't you have anime
You have
in
the
there
power
somewhere too?
You have the power of God and D&D
No,
on your
I haven't
side.
bought my fucking body pillow yet. I'm still deciding who I want on it, and it's really a good. It's a troubling decision. Because I don't want to put porn on it, and that's really hard to find.
So just find no, because I feel like anything you find somehow will end up sexualized. I was gonna say just find Pikachu, but I'm pretty sure.
No, Pikachu has a fucking dick.
Oh,
yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure you'll find
wow.
Pikachu with something not.
As I was looking through the website that we use to request game keys from companies, I found a VR game called Plumber, which is basically like the pipe puzzle game, but in VR. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was reading through the description.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this is not what you think plumber means, but
is this something about laying pipe?
No. Towards the bottom, it's like, this game is supposed to be really hard. It's dark, and you'll need to use your fleshlight to be able to see. I'm like, excuse me?
Do you not have a versatile flashlight that comes with a light attached? I have a fucking tactical laser with mine, so I know where I'm going.
But it was just like almost very deliberate, like flash space light. And I'm like, if that's your autocorrect, you need to reconsider what you're doing in life.
Wait, yeah, because the I and an E are not near each other.
Nope.
No, they're not.
I almost feel like they just tried to sneak it in to see if they would get flagged for it or not.
I guess I can see you mess up A and E. I guess if you're like typing really fast, but like who knows?
I don't know. That's pretty
interesting. Oh, hey, Florida left me a voicemail.
Oh yeah, let's hear it, please.
Why the fuck? Oh, never mind.
Oh, Mr. Ross, we're calling about those penis pills you ordered.
Oh no!
Hey, is this Jacob Ross? We're talking about your cream.
We have that antifungal cream.
Well, actually, guys, I got news. Your guys' balls have a gold mine in them right now because there's a national shortage of sperm in sperm banks.
Because we can't go anywhere, so we're either doing one or two things.
We have a fucking gold
leaving it
mine,
in the towel on the fucking floor or sock, whatever your preference is, or actually having sex with a female and making kids.
I'm just saying, but I'm just saying.
Okay, I found the solution for this. Jizz mail. You put in your donations by just doing your thing, right? You put it in a jar, you get it to the donation thing, you're all good.
I feel like that's scary because they can't confirm that the jizz is yours.
You know they die after a while, right?
They die.
Oh yeah, I know, but that's how you gotta keep it like refrigerated and all that.
Just throw some Vaseline in the jar when you're.
Who's gonna keep it refrigerated? It requires dry ice.
Just have like a sperm, but like
I don't know.
Ice,
just worrying about that if you're gonna make jizz mail a thing.
Like an ice cream truck.
Joey, do you have your own personal sperm bank?
No.
I mean,
no, Jose.
He didn't say no.
I said no.
No, guys. Just do like an ice cream truck, but for like a sperm bank.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the jizz bank.
Exactly. Like they just drive up and they're like, "Hey, you got your shipment this week," and then you hand them the cup and they drive off.
What song would your sperm truck play? It was driving through the neighborhoods.
La 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 la.
I think it should be like that. It has to be like different from the ice cream truck because we don't want kids walking up.
No, that's the whole purpose. Is to fuck with
right.
No, I'm not ice cream.
No, I think we should go classic and go fucking big butts that cannot lie.
Oh my god.
Because I feel like the WAP is too like you're not gonna get the conservative jizz if you do WAP.
I fucking can't.
Wow.
We're not gonna be able to reach the conservative market with WAP. What is this podcast anyway?
I joined. That's what this is.
Yeah.
You let me join. That's the problem.
Somewhere. You got started with the alcohol and it just went fucking look.
It just went interesting. So you're welcome.
I'm just saying, like, this is why I probably shouldn't be in your guys' podcast. I will always derail it into something strange.
I mean, it's your first time. Good. We'll let it slide.
This is good.
Maybe we'll get a bunch of listens off of this one because maybe there's people who are searching for like the business answer to jizz by mail or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, but then if somebody comes up with it and it's a fucking $1 billion idea, we're out because they heard it on here.
Yeah, but we
gotta fucking patent that shit.
Joe, who's the accountant to talk to them?
Patrick.
We need to make Jizz Bank a thing.
The Jizz Cream Truck. Nope, not the right words.
Nope. Why word? Don't use words. Anyway, okay.
Well,
can't call it the baby maker truck.
Cream by mail.
I think we're gonna move on from this.
Drop your jars.
Yes, please.
God. Okay. So we've got.
I hope this gets a lot of listens.
I hope.
We've got.
Who is this random?
Hitman 3 progression transfer. Joe, you were pretty steamed about that, weren't you?
I mean, that's always been the case with like the Hitman games, or having this progression thing always being like online. But this is like the creme de la creme when it comes to like having your previous like all that you've earned from past Hitman games being into Hitman 3, but the issue is specifically for like PC port that it's on Epic, and it doesn't take, last time I checked, the save progress from if you like played Steam or wherever else. If you just had like the trilogy in like in Epic only, then you're fine, I guess. But if you had it like from somewhere else like Steam or GOG or wherever you get your online stuff, then people were really concerned if their transfers were not going to happen. I heard that they're trying to get that fixed, but for the time being, it was just all messed up.
Yeah, because times I played Hitman, it was on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, if you're like on console and you have like the trilogy already on there, then you're golden.
Yeah, but since I transferred over to PC, it's pretty whack.
Yes.
Since I've converted to the master race.
So according to
I almost thought you said waste.
IO Interactive has released a guide on being able to transfer your progress from 1 and 2 into 3. Easy for console players. But PCs has issues because you need to own the first 2 games or their access passes.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
So in the case of Hitman 1, if you purchase or pre-order Hitman 3 on Epic, you will receive the Game of the Year access pass for normal Hitman. If you claimed Hitman 1 for free on the storefront, then you upgrade it to the Year access pass at any time once you've bought 3. However, Hitman 2 is available on Epic.
Just you reading that sounds confusing.
Yeah.
That's
a lot of that's confusing.
I'm reading it like line by line, and even I'm.
I get it. It's just that it really just does sound confusing on how to do it. Well, you see here, you want to start out in New Jersey, then go all the way out to Mississippi, then turn around and head back to Florida, then continue up north, but then go all the way west coast and then come back, and then you'll find your treasure. What? Can he? I just had one.
The directions for it are just all kinds of fucked.
So Hitman 2 isn't on Epic, but it says you'll need to purchase either Hitman 2 Standard Access or Hitman 2 Gold Access from the store to carry progress over. Both will be discounted by 80% for 14.
They messed up somewhere.
Dude, none of this makes sense. None of this makes sense.
Like, couldn't they just be like, save transfers? Like, don't get. I mean, I think what it is, like what Joe was alluding to, because they put it on Epic and they wanted to, get their cost back, which, is fine. But then now you're screwing yourself over because everybody who, like Joe also said, everybody who has brought it on Steam or wherever else are kind of like, asked out now because, that's their preferred platform of digital releases, digital content and stuff. And then it's just like, so yeah, well, you can't get it,
An easy fix for this would have been some kind of IO interactive account, like the
well, we do have an account thing set up, but it's just not that same sort of like save thing for all of your progress on there. It's just having that account for whatever reason.
Like how. Well, you don't have Cyberpunk on PC. So what they did is like you had exclusives with GOG, but if you did buy the game somewhere else, you can link it through the launcher and you can get whatever the exclusives were. And like most games do that, like how Grand Theft Auto is on PC. However, no matter where you bought it on Steam or Epic, you still have to log into,
or even Xbox.
Oh yeah, you still have to log into the launcher.
So it's like a good example of like having all of your save progress to be on there, like either in PC or like Xbox, where you can just have all your progress saved as long as you have, an account
of the game. Yeah, an account.
Just the last time I checked, their account thing that they have set up, IO Interactives, it's just for like staying notified for like any news on like DLC and all that. It's not as advanced as saved progress from like between all those 3 Hitman games at this point.
Hell, even Destiny 2 does that. I mean, it's not cross-play, but you can cross-transfer your characters to Xbox or PC, Stadia, or.
And here's my other question: all of your data is saved locally, right?
Last time I checked, that's how it is.
Like, I'll pitch something here. Okay, the Mass Effect trilogy. When you finished the first one and went to the second one detected your save data from one and would import your character.
Yes.
So if you've got saved data from the other Hitman games on your
like
system,
already on your file,
why can't it your detect that and bring that over?
Because maybe there's something in the system's coding with Valve, with Steam. Like
there might be more protection behind it.
Yeah,
that probably is the case with that. If it's like two competing,
there might be 2 different like code values in it. Like the code doesn't transfer.
Yeah,
this code has to work some ways so that it works.
It could be off by one digit, and it's like, oh, this is only for Steam, and everything else is normal.
You can lock it to a single platform, and that might have been what's happened.
Yes, confusing, but interesting all the same.
I mean, we'll see depending on the progress of which happens.
Yep.
That kind of makes me like hesitant not to get Hitman 3 until there's like a port over to like Steam.
I'm not
at
getting
some point, if I'm going to be honest.
That the VR mode is only on PlayStation VR, and I'm not the only one who's complaining about that because like a lot of people are like, the PlayStation VR is outdated and stuff, and
they're coming out with a new one.
VR headset, right?
It doesn't matter if they're coming out with a new one. It's
yeah.
But
these little nuts.
I want to be able to play, assassinate people, not in real life. Yeah. But anyway.
Right.
I mean, while we're on the topic of VR, I've been reading the Oculus Quest thing.
Oh, yeah. The upgrades that are coming.
Yeah. So it sounds like it's doing what the PlayStation did. Granted, the PlayStation technically kind of did it, but kind of didn't do it. Where you'll have a primary account holder and you can share it to other accounts. But it looks like, from what I'm seeing, is that you will not be able to use the primary account if somebody else is doing it. I'm trying to read because it says, unfortunately, this system does come with some caveats. Secondary account holders who buy their own apps won't be able to share them across with other users. For some reason, that's a right reserved only for the primary account holder. However, shared apps can be run on more than one device simultaneously, so that's good. Provided you're not trying to use the primary. Okay, so it sounds like there will be one like master, like head of the account, like one system. So it looks like 3 different accounts in one headset, but also those accounts can be transferred to other headsets so that everybody has said game. Instead of everybody having to buy that game, you can share the game with them as long as there's one like central home base.
So it's like the Xbox game sharing.
Yeah, it's like the console game sharing, because this is basically what it is. It's its own private console.
So I wonder if they'll.
But it has to have one singular primary. So you have to like, you go to a buddy and you have to be like, all right, do you want to buy the games or do I want to buy the games?
They need to change it so that way you can put your like how we have the Facebook account, so that way we can I can stream onto the Facebook account instead of my own.
Well, I did just find an article from Facebook Gaming on how to stream with Oculus VR, so I'm gonna kick that over to you. Hopefully, it can help with that, because it seems silly that there's not a way to stream.
Yeah.
I mean, there is. It's a convoluted way where you stream it to your computer and then you stream what your computer sees to the Facebook.
Well, it should be easier than that, though, since Oculus is a Facebook company.
Yeah, it should. But it's not.
Yeah, a lot of things should be easy, but
talking to women should be easy. But it's not. They're a human being, but yet it makes it so much harder.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Well, I'm sorry I'm not fucking married.
I locked that shit early so I didn't have to deal with all the bullshit.
Yeah, you had the fucking Mormon magic before you left. Your last bit of Mormon magic, you're like, marry me! And then...
I mean, you're not wrong. That was about the last thing I did before I left the church. So yeah.
I know how Mormon magic works. I've seen it in action. Avery tried to use it against me.
What? Did Avery propose to you?
No, but he had some innuendos. He was starting the spell and I shut him down.
That you know of.
Oh God.
All right. Well, I think that wraps us up for our hour here.
Terribly sorry for taking us on a totally different path.
No, that was entertaining.
It was a breath of fresh air. With a little bit of sex smell in it. I don't know.
a little bit of a dirty sock in there.
That's called a strip club.
Fuck yeah.
Smell the leftover jizz.
That was my parents' first date, was in a strip club. They said it has really good steaks.
That sounds like such a Barney thing.
You are an interesting member to have.
I have an interesting life. I will say. I've had an interesting life.
Joe's secretly saying, fuck, I'm being one-upped.
Oh yeah. I'm the weirdo now, boy.
Joe,
all right, well, thank you to everybody who hung out with us today. We appreciate it. Make sure you swing by our Twitch, our Facebook, our Instagram, our TikTok, our Twitter, our... What am I forgetting, guys?
OnlyFans, Pornhub account, all run by me.
Spotify.
Joe, maybe
did we announce those already?
Oh,
now
what are you saying, Jose?
I said, now that we have Grayson on our side, maybe you can bring up again with the Pornhub sponsorship. 3 against 1.
Ooh. I'm down.
Hey!
God, you're already beat. You're already fucking beat now.
Yeah, because
I can do the ads.
Well, now it's a 3-2 majority because
No, it's not 2. Patrick doesn't count because his wife doesn't let him out for more than 2 hours.
Poor Patrick.
I'm just saying, I'll do the advertisements.
For Pornhub?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we need to get off now, and not in a Pornhub way. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you all next week. Have a good rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.